Oftentimes, our body, our physique is determined by the norms and defaults of our environment rather than our intentions and what we actually want. From 2021 till 2025, I worked at Amazon. And during that time, I really just saw how that all played out. But now I help corporate guys build a lean, muscular physique, just as I'm doing for myself. Currently a trainer at a high-end gym, and it's been great. But the point of this video is to, one, show you what the trap is, like what's going on in corporate life that actually kind of wrecks your quote physique. And two, how to escape it, how to get out of it, how to actually get lean, to feel better about yourself, to feel more confident, start walking in rooms, actually feeling good about yourself, because it can be hard. So, how does this all play out? Well, my first year at Amazon, I was in the warehouses and super active, walking around all the time, and you're getting your steps in. But then after a year, I switched over to the corporate side. I started to notice a few things that you probably do too if you work in a desk job, which is the pointless meetings. Like, it's not even like a joke that I'm saying that. Like, it's actually insane how many pointless meetings there are. And most people, when they think of the pointless meetings, like it's a waste of time, which it is. But it's also a waste of an opportunity to move. And what I mean by that is we're sitting still for like an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, depending on how your day looks. And this is a regular thing. So most people, most people would actually like move around during that time. But if you have meetings back to back to back, you can't move around. You're sitting down at a desk, like listening to Debbie and Donna go back and forth about this inconsequential point. No one cares about how the format of the doc is. But nonetheless, it becomes a thing, and we're sitting down and we can't move for 2 hours or 1 hour, whatever it is. And over time, this actually will affect how many calories you burn on a given day. And it can drop down your baseline, say, metabolism of how many calories you're burning in a day. So that's the first trap of corporate life, I like to call out, that I noticed at Amazon specifically. Another big one is the catering and the snacks. Now, the building I worked at, it was quite large. So there were teams, there were numerous teams in the building, like hundreds of people, at least maybe thousands. And they would cater a lot. And even though if it wasn't your team that ordered the food, there was a Slack channel called Vultures, and they would just send in extra food from other teams in there. And not just like one sandwich or, or a piece of cake. I'm talking about bowls and trays filled with leftover food. And those lines would fill up. And I would like have curiosity, like, oh, what kind of food they got. So I would go down and check it out and get some food time to time. And that wasn't good, obviously. And even if you don't work in an office environment like that, you probably do work in one where there's snacks, like bullshit snacks, freely available all the time. So that's another thing, that's a pitfall that people walk into. Like, you're stressed out after a meeting, you got out of the one-on-one with your boss, you're annoyed. And what do? Now you're stressed? You cope. We cope. So what's the way that a lot of people cope with stress? Oh, they eat. So then even if we weren't typically hungry, we just grab the snack. We just grab the snack. And once more, this increasing the amount of calories we have in a day, which can obviously lead us to getting fat. Lastly, maybe this doesn't apply to everyone, but a good bit of people, is the travel. When I was working at Amazon, I was on the road a lot. And once more, my intent wasn't to like eat like a jackass, but you're at client dinner or a team dinner and it's a steakhouse. What do you get? I'll take the extra butter, sure. Like, you're just not thinking of these things. And that once more results in extra calories. But two, and more importantly as well, it disrupts your routine. So you would say go to the gym 5 times a week, but now you're not, because you're on the road and you're not really sure if there's a hotel gym or what it looks like, and even more so what you're going to do at that hotel gym. So it disrupts your sleep, disrupts your routine, and then also you're just having more calories because you're eating out all the time, virtually all the time. Now that sounds maybe quite grim, like, okay, describe the picture pretty damn good, but what the hell do we do about it? Do we just keep gaining weight? Do we just keep, getting fat? No, that's not the solution. The solution is honestly just be more intentional. I'm going to run through exactly how you can do that over the next couple minutes. The first thing is in between meetings. In between meetings, before you get to the office, when you get to the office, look for opportunities to get more movement in. So say you have a 1 o'clock and like a 2:30, that half hour, spend 10 to 15 minutes just going for a quick walk. Maybe it's around the office floor. Maybe it's around the office outside. Maybe you can get away. If you're working from home, just go outside. But we're looking for opportunities to get outside. And I know what you're thinking. Well, songs go book into my calendar. I can't do that. Okay. You proactively put the walk in. You don't have to call it a walk if it if it's a shared calendar, but call it something. Lunch, call it whatever you need to call it. Just book out the time in advance so no one can book into that slot that's open. And then you go for the walk. Then you go for the walk during that time. Another thing we do is we look for other opportunities. So when we get to the office, take the stairs, unless it's completely unreasonable. Take the stairs and then park farther away. You don't have to park right next to the building. Park farther away. You know, we care about our health. At least that's what we say. We care about our fitness. We want to look good, feel good. Park farther away. And will parking farther away get you that six pack? Of course not. But it integrates and reinforces the habit of a active lifestyle and looking for opportunities to remain and be active, basically. It's a way of living. Then, and arguably the hardest is the snacking and catering at the office, because that can come off as antisocial if you don't participate. You can really get in your head about this. And a lot of people I work with do. So how we approach that is just simple if then implementation. It's behavioral psychology. So oftentimes when we don't know what to do, we will default to the path of least resistance, which should surprise absolutely no one. So instead of letting the default be, I eat the donut, I eat the pizza, the default becomes through this simple rule. If I'm tempted to go off plan, to eat the donut, to eat the pizza, then I grab my lunch that I packed. Then I grab the high protein snack that I packed, protein bar, Greek yogurt. That way, we almost have a protocol for when we feel this way. If I'm feeling stressed after that one-on-one or after the meeting, after the day, then I do this. And we just have to reinforce that through daily practice and action. And that's what I did. I mean, I remember one time specifically, I was in my fat loss phase, and this guy was like, he's being a jackass, this dude. And he goes, "You're not going to have any of the Panera bread, Dan?" And in my mind, I was, shut up. Like, you know what I'm doing. Like, I'm on a diet. But I was like, what I said was like, nah, man, just have just get my Greek yogurt as usual. And the thing is, I really wanted to go off plan because I was on the diet. I was hungry that day. I was stressed. But I didn't even think about doing it, to be honest, because I knew I had the plan in place. Oh, I'm just, if I'm feeling this way, then I just grab this. And that's what we need to do, is just make the default become aligned with what we want to achieve, basically. Okay, another thing is when we are traveling. So when we're traveling now, we don't just like let life happen to us. Has anyone went through life and got what they wanted and be like, yeah, life just happened to me and it was great. Yeah, maybe if you're the kid of a trust fund parent, but for most of us, that's not the case. And we can't let life happen to us. We need to take it. We need to take what we want. And how we do that is through planning. So when we want to actually stay in shape, get in better shape, I should say, we can't just like let travel be an excuse, which oftentimes is what it turns into. So we plan, and how we plan is through, say we're going to Milwaukee, for example, and there's a hotel gym. Look up the hotel gym. Oh, it has a few free weights. It has a treadmill. It has some tables. Okay, we're going to put that into ChatGPT and we're going to say, put together a workout for me that's focused on XYZ. Whatever you want to hit, upper body, lower body, arms, etc. And then you're going to take that workout and you'll put it into your notes. So it's right there. It's ease of access. And what this is doing is it's removing friction. Oftentimes you don't do things not because of the task itself is hard, but because the uncertainty we have to think about. Like, oh, what would I do at the gym? So we eliminate that aspect of things. Another thing we do is we pack our workout clothes. Pack the clothes, bring them with you to the place, and we lay them out. We lay them right out on that stupid chair that no one sits in the hotel room. Just lay them right out. So we can be reminded that this is the plan. Then, lastly, is the eating out. And this, once more, eating is very important, if not the most important thing when it comes to losing fat. It is the most important thing when it comes to losing fat, your nutrition. So, once more, we just don't let the boss decide, like, oh, I'm getting the ribeye. Oh, I'll get the ribeye. No. What we do is look at the menu. Where are we going? You probably know where you're going before you arrive there, obviously. So what we're gonna do is before we get there, take the menu, throw that in the chat GPT, and go, what are 3 to 5 lean options here? This way you have a selection of dishes to pick from and you don't have to guess when you're there. Because we don't want to guess. We want to like, no, like this is a leaner option. And there's a few things I help my clients with, like just making these meals even more lean. But for you and our sake, just put the meals in the chat GPT and then ask ask it to spit out lean meals for you that are like low in calories, lower in calories. And those are just things we can do over the course of our week, over the course of our month, to mitigate the defaults and norms of corporate life that lead to us getting fat. Like that's just what it is. That's what happens. We just have to be intentional. So once more, it comes down to reinforcing an active daily lifestyle. It comes down to prepping and being intentional when we're tempted to cheat. If I'm tempted to go off plan, then I grab this, then I do that. And lastly, when we're traveling, we do the research beforehand, like what workouts I'll do at the hotel gym, bring the workout clothes, look at the menu before I go, etc. And for a while when I was in corporate, I was trying to drop the love handles, got it, but it took a while, a lot of messing up and trial and error. But if you want to skip that trial and error and you want to drop the love handles, look leaner, feel more confident this year, I put together a 17-day roadmap that will get you exactly there. You can check out the link below for it. And if you have any questions, I'm Dan Corcoran 28 on Instagram. Hope to see you there. But if not, until next time.